Well, my name is Tony Brown, and I'm the Executive Director at Heart of Los Angeles, but I'm also an alumni from Loyola Marymount University, class of '92. At Heart of Los Angeles, we try to give every child who comes through our doors the opportunity to be successful in life, and we see 2,200 kids a year, and we're serving kids who come from over 70 different feeder schools throughout this usually 3 to 5 mile radius from our campus. So this community, Heart of LA's campus, has really become their backyard and their extension of a living room. And many of the families and the kids who come through here have referred to Heart of LA for many, many years as being their second home. Back then I was a communications major, and communication studies was sort of my area of focus. When I graduated from Loyola Marymount University, my first job out of college was as an event coordinator. And I was inspired by the 1984 Olympics and how that brought the city together in ways that, just got me very excited and made me feel really connected, to where I lived. And I thought, okay, I'd like to create events that do that very same thing, and I'd like to do it more often than every other, decade or so. So that's what I set out to do initially. I learned really quickly that maybe what I loved doing wasn't necessarily working for someone, but leading and creating vision that others could potentially join hands with, that others could potentially follow. And so I started my own company, and it was sports games, working with kids in the West Side. And I loved doing it. My business partner in that day was also the business partner of the founder of Heart of Los Angeles. And one thing she said to me was, my friend has started a charity, and he may not know all the things he needs to know about helping it to grow. Tony, would you be willing to come in here and help him? And that was almost right after the LA riots, maybe a year or two later. And so I joined him down here in this community, and I saw firsthand that one, there was tremendous need. Kids were absolutely stooping in and around the neighborhood. There were drive-by shootings, and they needed caring adults in their lives beyond parents who were hardworking at the time, and sometimes absence of that, right? So I saw the need here, and it really pulled at me. So I decided that I was going to leave event planning and coordination and get into the lives of the students that were growing up in this town. Kids come to us after school hoping to maybe have a PE class, an additional PE class, or have an art class, or have music, or get help with their homework, but maybe actually improve their grades in math and language arts and science. So we're here to help them realize their dreams and maximize their potential. If you invest in children and give them a smart start, you can continue to stay with them, help them be the first in their families to go to colleges and universities and trade schools. And then ultimately you can be the person who's still around to welcome them onto your board of directors. The Heart of LA for many years has served very well students who are age 6 through 24 years old. But here we are in the middle of a park, in the middle of our city, and we all know that it, yes, takes a village to raise a child, but who lives in this village already? We have young parents, we have older parents, and we have even senior citizens who are living in and around this park and in and around this neighborhood, who are looking for a way to feel connected to one another. And it's highly urban dense, but that doesn't always mean that people are getting along. So I'm hoping that this will become that center for creating some really beautiful expressions of how diverse and rich and amazing our city can be. We had a park in this neighborhood that used to be a haven for a lot of criminal activity. It used to be a park that no one wanted to go into parent-wise, and it was tough. There was a lot of adults. It was a very scary place. But Recreation and Parks have been the amazing partner that they are to say, hey, let's work together to make this a more vibrant place for everyone to feel very safe and comfortable inside. And that's what you see today. You blink in the blink of an eye. I feel like this transformation has happened, but not without partnership and not without a lot of hard work. What I would tell entrepreneurs is that it is amazing to have a vision for what you want to do, but at the same time, be open and adaptable along the way. I had a vision for what this neighborhood and this park could be, and I must tell you that it didn't come out as envisioned, But because I joined others in making what has happened come true, it's even better. And that's the lesson I learned. And that's the lesson I want to pay forward. And I never give up, and neither should you, on your dream and on your vision. Because if you don't, you'll get there.